What do a map, a compass, a GPS unit, a phone, and a tablet all have in common? And the answer is that you can use all of them to figure out where you are or where you are going. And that is one of the facets of geography, but that is not it, because geography is so much more than figuring that out. And due to technology advances, you can actually use things like a phone and a tablet to create data or to collect data and maps in the field to create your own maps. And we as geographers do that in order to solve problems and in order to answer questions. And this has been a part of geography for many years. It basically started in the 1850s when Dr. John Snow created a map of London that mapped the cholera outbreak. He was convinced that the water was causing the disease, and he made a map with all of the water pumps, and then he also mapped all of the deaths that occurred in London. And he took it to the city and showed them, look, the majority of your deaths are happening right around the Broad Street pump. And he convinced them to put a lock on the pump, which essentially ended the cholera outbreak at that time. Another historic example was during the Civil War, when we started statistical geography and we started mapping statistics and census. And Lincoln used an 1860 map of the slavery population in order to figure out which states to target and where to run campaigns, and it actually impacted the military strategy that General Sherman used during the Civil War. And today you can map anything, and they're used to analyze climate change and whether or not we're going to have a winter and whether or not it's coming this year and whether or not we're going to have a good ski season or not in New Hampshire. You can also use it to look at the hurricane evacuation routes and emergency procedures. You can use it for urban planning and where do you need to put more stoplights. You can use it for environmental studies and to figure out which habitats need to be preserved in order to save certain species. But basically, if you've got a phone or a tablet and a little bit of GIS knowledge, then you can create maps that will help you solve problems.